Welcome to Conquest Champions Season 3 Finale. In this game, we have two masters of the game going head to head for the title of Conquest Champion. Will Jeremy, the champion of Season 1, triumph, or will Alex, the Australian champion, take home the win? In the Conquest Champion series, I've taken 8 tournament veterans and pitted them against each other in an elimination-style tournament. So far, 6 players have been defeated, and now only 2 remain. Alex has proven himself as a veteran of the Australian tournament circuit, having won several tournaments across the country, including the Tasmanian Grand Tournament and, importantly, Clash of the Titans, the Australian Championship tournament, where he secured himself an invite to the most prestigious tournament in the world, the Invitational International Masters Competition. In a few weeks' time, he will be traveling halfway across the globe, from Australia all the way to the UK, to represent our country. Jeremy's journey into Middle-earth started when the game was first released over 20 years ago. He is the host of the Green Dragon podcast that released its first episode over 10 years ago. He has one of the most extensive and best painted collections of Middle-earth I have ever seen. Jeremy's also won countless tournaments, including Season 1 of the Conquest Champions League. In Season 2, he made it to the grand finale, but was defeated. Alex's journey to this match saw him facing off against the Rangers, which had a huge volley of shooting that put him on the back foot, but it was followed by brutal fighting where he was able to defeat the Rangers. In his second game, he went up against a fast-moving Mordor Force with a Great Beast and the Witch King. His damage output proved to be too high as he won in a high-scoring match. In the first round, Jeremy went up against the Easterlings, where his solid shooting and great positioning got him a huge early lead that dwindled down as the game continued. This was full of controversy where the game could have been a draw. However, the tie-breaking criteria is whichever army has the most points alive, meaning he got a win by the narrowest of margins. In his second game, a favourable roll-off in Maelstrom of Battle meant he was able to isolate the Army of the Dead and pick them apart one by one, leading to another victory. We have now arrived at the grand final. Let's meet our players.
Hey guys, it's Alex from Mountain Goat Gaming, and today I've got my Serpent Horde and we've made it to the grand final against Jeremy. Let's see how we can do. We have the regular cast Suladan, the Betrayer, Raza, and the Mighty Taskmaster. Hopefully we can put in some work. Jeremy is a titan in the community. He's won Conquest Champions League Season 1. He's a scary person to face. He's going to take a lot of work. We'll see what we can do.
I'm Jeremy. My army is led by the Master. I have Bard's family who have been playing really well, along with Tariel and Legolas, and a bunch of men of Laketown. I've been really happy with the list so far. It's given me lots of options, and I feel like it's got a chance against Alex. I'm worried. He's got the most shooting that I've seen in this tournament so far. And with my defense 4, I feel like I could easily lose a lot of models first turn.
The scenario for today's game is Breakthrough. In this scenario, there are 4 objectives. The 2 on the middle line are worth 2 points each. The one in your deployment zone is only worth 1 point to you, but 4 points to your opponent. There's also points for breaking your enemy and killing their leader. This should be an action-packed scenario that won't let the players just sit back and shoot each other to death. The board that we are playing on today is from the Kingdom of Tor Ithalas, Conquest Creations' newest set of STL files for wargaming scenery. These have been optimized for wargaming, meaning that all the doorways allow models to fit through, and every building has multiple entrances allowing the battle to flow through them. All the floors of the buildings are connected by stairs or ladders, meaning that models can access every part of the building. If you like our channel, you want to ensure that we have the resources to create Season 4, and you want to get the best wargaming scenery possible, then consider buying our STL files. Let's get into this game.
I'm really happy with this board. It's a true Australian board, lots of terrain, lots of alleyways, and I've had lots of experience playing on this. What it means is our shooting's probably not going to do much at all, maybe kill a guy or 2, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to have to get my heroes in the right spot. Ideally, I want to be around a single building and get all my force together, but I know Alex is clever enough to try and split me off and bait me, and I will have to at some point go for the objective, so there will be some splitting up. My force doesn't like to split up, but I'm pretty happy with this scenario. I feel like the alleyways will help out my heroes and get some nice heroic combats off.
So we've drawn Breakthrough and on a very, very densely packed board, which means our shooting is negligible. I have a lot more shots, but with so much might behind his shooting from Tariel, Legolas, and Bard, I'm actually pretty glad. I'm hoping to go toe-to-toe against these troops and hopefully just grind through them. I'm assuming his heroes are going to be spread out fighting down the alleyways, so shooting out whoever they're fighting and hopefully using my heroes sparingly is going to be really key.
Alex has deployed all the way up to that center line while Jeremy's gone a little bit back so he can leverage his shooting. It'll be interesting to see if this causes problems for Jeremy later in this game when he tries to capture objectives. And with deployment over, we are ready to begin. Let's see first turn priority roll. Goes to the Serpent Horde.
Sick.
The dice that we'll be rolling in this game are from Baron of Dice. Alex is going to be on the purple and red dice, while Jeremy is on the green and blue. If you want to get some for yourself at a 5% discount, you can find a link in the description down below. And Alfred spent a point of will to give Bard an extra point of might, so Bard is up to 4. The Betrayer also called his Master of Poisons ability, so all Haradrim within 6 inches of him this turn will be re-rolling failed wounds. And with that, Alex has gone into his movement where he started with an archer charging straight into Bard and another warrior. This is just there to hold Bard back in that area. And then on the other side, a lot of his archers are just moving up half to make sure they have the most optimal shots, and he's got this objective way out on the flank. Across his battle line, he moved a lot of guys half, but he did stay further back than I was expecting. That went into Jeremy's move, and you can see here that Tariel got tied up by a single Serpent Guard. Alex did that just to hold her back, but it looks like Jeremy surrounded her for a heroic combat. Behind Bard, Jeremy just moved all of his soldiers around so he could get a spear support just to put more attacks into the fight.
I have taken what Alex has given me. I'm going to see if I can whittle some of this skirmish screen. I know Alex is trapping me with a whole bunch of heroes coming next turn, but I'm going to take the bait and I'm going to try and wipe out his front rank.
And that takes us into the shooting phase. I think the shooting phase is going to be a busy phase this game. Where are we starting?
So we're going to have these two archers that didn't move and this archer that did move all going into the combat trying to prevent a possible heroic.
Absolutely.
4s on purple, 5s on red. No hits.
And next, Alex fired with this group of archers into the combat with Bard and Bane. His first shot managed to kill his own archer. That means that there's 2 shots that have hit Bane. Wow, that is 2 6s, 2 wounds on Bane.
First fate, second fate, he's dead.
Wow. Not a good start for Bane. So in Jeremy's shooting phase now, trying to get some revenge for killing Bane. Where are we starting with, Jeremy?
I'm going to do Legolas. I'm going to take all 3 shots at Raza.
Nice. Now
Nice,
you
clear
do have
shot.
a clear shot there?
Mm-hmm. 1 hit.
5 to wound.
Yep.
That's a wound.
First
Now, Bard can also shoot now that he's not engaged in combat.
So I'll do a shot with Bard at Raza directly in front. Hits. So that'll mean he'll get the second shot if he wants. To wound on the first. Yep, takes a wound.
Fate roll. Spend a might.
Second one to hit. Yeah, I'll spend 1 point to hit. So now to wound. I've got strength 4. That will need a bunch.
Don't need all of it.
No, so I'll take the third shot.
Yep.
Hits. And to wound, I'll take 1 point of might, kill him.
Yep. So first shot of the game, I've killed the person Bard and Bane were fighting, so no free heroic combat. I then kill Bane. Excellent. Then Bard gets to shoot back and kills Raza. It's going to take a bit of work to get back here.
You could probably hear my heart breaking when Bane got shot out with that shooting there, but to get back and get Raza was so good. I probably should have shot Saladin. I normally would have just to get a leader point, but I just wanted revenge. I wanted to kill something, and Raza was standing there nice and in the open, and the opportunity opened up, and I'm over the moon about that, because I'm guessing Raza had the money bags, and he's probably using something to up the fight value, maybe against Bard or something like that. So taking him off the board is fantastic. Unexpected start, but a really good one for me.
And into the combat phase, Jeremy, what heroics are you calling?
I'm calling a heroic combat with Braga over here to try and get this group moving.
Yeah.
Yes, I've got it. Now to wound.
Yep.
First lot.
Taylor and Brian need 4s.
Yep, and these are Bragas, and they're going to be they're fainting.
Yep.
Yep, Taro got it.
And Jeremy used this heroic move just to charge into as many of the Haradrim as possible, so he has Tariel and Braga in the fight. The warriors of the army of Laketown die pretty quickly, but if Jeremy can use his heroes, he can start getting ahead on kills, and that's exactly what he was doing here, with Braga and Tariel both getting another kill. And that was a wild turn one. Alex, how many casualties did you take?
I lost 6 models, one of them being Raza.
Ouch. And Jeremy, what about yourself?
I took 3, one of them being Bane, but I would happily trade that one. Alfred decided to cancel Bard, but instead he rolled the 1, which means he takes Bard's point of might and gives it to himself. Okay, so it's mine.
So, any heroics from you here, Alex?
No, unfortunately, my heroes are a bit poorly positioned. The Taskmaster could call, but I'm willing to let Jeremy take the initiative and I'll attempt to respond.
And Jeremy's got so much might in his army that, yeah, you can't be spending it when you don't need it.
Especially when I've lost Raza.
And Jeremy just advanced where he could, making sure he can get Tariel and Braga both fighting, because they're going to try to break through Alex's line. Legolas climbed down the ladder, which is the vines on this building, and got into combat, and then Bard just kept his line just charging forwards a little bit. Then went to Alex's move where he started sending some warriors around the flanks, and then he made a massive play with Suladan charging into the warriors right next to Bard. This is super risky because Bard has a free heroic combat and fight 6, meaning that he could trap and kill Suladan if Alex doesn't pull any tricks here.
Trey's going to come around to about there.
Sure.
And do a 2 dice transfix on Bard. 4 isn't required. Hell yeah.
That's so good.
That's my roll for fate for Bard. For Bane.
And this turn, the shooting phase did absolutely nothing, a huge difference to last turn. Alex tried to shoot out the one archer that was fighting against Bard, but unfortunately failed, so Suladan's in danger.
So I have, at the start of the fight phase, I've spent a point for the master to operate a reroll and a +1 fight effect.
So
bubble.
used his money bag special rule.
As money, I don't know, whatever it is, yep. Sounds good.
Are there any heroics to declare?
Oh yes, so I've got a defense on Braga. I
Absolutely.
have a free heroic combat on Bard, and I also have a heroic combat with Legolas.
Huge.
Unfortunately, no transfix went off on Bard, and I don't want to lose my leader, so it's a unfortunate strike from Suladan.
Defensive strike.
Started with Legolas, who's just won his heroic combat. Where's he going to move to, Jeremy?
Yeah, so I've got a choice here. I can either keep pushing forward and save this one archer, or I can go try and save the cavalry model. Saving the cavalry model is a little bit of a risk because it can knock Legolas down, but let's just do it anyway. So I'll come up and help that one.
And the next fight is Bard with his heroic combat. Let's see how this goes. Bard's won it on a 6. Just needs a 4 to kill.
Just got a 4.
Got the kill. Now, big decision here. Where's Bard going to end up? So he's just nudged forwards into one other one.
Yep.
So Suladan going next.
I'm on a 6.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Suladan didn't lose it.
I'd
Okay.
like to kill 2 dudes, please.
So these are going to refuse to back away, so the
Absolutely.
first 2 will just knock down.
Calls them 4s,
Yep,
Kills.
one, and the other one.
4s,
Got them
kills.
both.
The next fight saw Legolas killing the Serpent Guard. It was a little bit risky going in there, but it was worth it to get that kill for Jeremy. Jeremy and Alex both lost a few fights and both took a couple casualties, but ultimately, Jeremy was able to keep pace with Alex's killing this turn, which is not good. Alex did manage to put a wound onto Tariel, but she still got another wound and 3 fate points. Braga got a kill, even though he heroic defensed, he still won his fight and did well there. And then models just got pushed back. Suladan's a little bit out of position here. His 6-inch banner isn't reaching all of Alex's line. That was another nasty turn. Alex, how many casualties are you up to now?
I've lost 12 models.
12 models. And Jeremy, what about yourself?
6. So at this rate, I'm happy.
Let's see the priority roll. Goes to the good side. Alex, do you have anything to call?
Master of Poisons to begin the turn, so Betray down to 9 will.
Just using up all that will like there's no tomorrow.
Betrayal will call a move.
Okay, so I have used the might that I stole off Bard. Alfred is feeling brave, is calling a heroic move to counter the Betrayer.
All right, that goes to a roll-off. 1, 2,
so-
3 goes evil.
Yep. Goes evil.
So, Alex, you're moving first with the Betrayer. What are you doing?
Unfortunately, the rate at which my numbers are going down is too fast, and at the moment Bard is a massive roadblock, so while he's standing there, he's annoying. I'm going to be casting Compel on him, try and pull him out and get rid of him.
All right, how many dice?
4 dice, needing a 5.
Go for it.
I would love a 6 though. Casting at the moment, I do get a 5.
Do you want to spend your might?
That is a fantastic question. You have 3 will
3.
and 1 might.
Correct. What else are you going to use it for?
Well, that's the thing is I think if I don't get this off and I've spent this much will, I'll regret it. I'm going to spend might, actually.
Sure.
Wow. Okay, so spending might on that. Jeremy, you got 3 will to resist this. How much might is Bard on?
1.
Just 1, okay.
I'm going to spend all 3.
Yep, makes sense.
Yep.
Loves it.
And so 1's free?
Yep. I am severely behind at the moment. I've taken far too many casualties, spent might I don't really want to use, and Jeremy's got a lot of lads left and a lot of might still on the board. In order to have a shot at this in the grand final, I need to take risks, and unfortunately the risk right this second is the Betrayer. Charging Legolas.
Wow, that is not what I was expecting. I understand what Alex was going for here. If the Betrayer can knock Legolas down, win that fight, and get reroll wounds, he can win, and Legolas only has 2 dice. The next big play was Suladan charging Bard. This is just going to be a strike off, but if Suladan wins that fight, Bard is going to be obliterated. He'll have 8 dice re-rolling failed wounds. It's risky, but I think worth it. And at the end of the movement phase, Jeremy, give us your thoughts. What are you doing here?
I am basically trying to keep attacking. It has really stretched me out more than I would like, but I feel like I've got the advantage on the pressure. Alex is starting to take risky moves and he's starting to run low on might, so it might be time for me to just keep going, win half the combats, kill some models, and then reassess for next turn.
As Jeremy said, I'm starting to have to take risks. If they pay off, it can give me a chance to get back in the game. If they don't, it's going to be really rough. I've really committed to all 3 heroes on my strong side. But Tariel and Braga could easily just break through my only warrior half and get on my objective.
So what heroics do we have this turn?
I'm behind on fight value against Bard. I really just want to get rid of him so Suladan can deal with Legolas or just troops. So I'm calling a heroic strike, left with 1 might.
Yep,
All right.
and I am also striking, left with no might.
The fight phase started off really well for Alex, getting 2 kills in a row against targets that he didn't have great odds of defeating, so that was a nice start. But Tariel went next, and she also got 2 kills, taking out a Serpent Guard and a Haradrim Warrior. She has been doing really well this game. Next, more Haradrim Warriors went down to Braga and just some of the Lake Town Guard. They're definitely dying quicker than the odds say they should be, but it's a dice game, that's just what happens. Then Alex lost 3 more fights in a row. And the next fight is Suladan versus Bard. This is a massive one. Let's see the strike-offs.
Too high? I knew it.
Bard is fight 10.
Yep.
I'm fight 6. You can fight. It'd be great if you just don't roll 6.
I do not, and I don't have any might.
Wow. So Suladan has got the win there. Huge.
You're not trapped, but obviously you still get knocked down.
Alright, so you get knocked down. Now Alex, you double your strikes. You've got 8 dice here.
Rerolling everything.
Rerolling everything. You need 5.
See you later,
3
Bard.
wounds, 3 fate.
Was it 5 to wound?
5's to wound. That's 1.
Ooh, okay, good thing you can reroll everything.
Okay.
That is 3
I
wounds,
can't
4
spend-
wounds total.
I can't spend any might on any of these 3s and 2s, so it's just 4 wounds flat.
Okay.
I need him to fail all of them, so... Oh, I guess not all.
First fate fails. Second fate pass.
So there's...
So you need to pass this last one on no might.
Yes.
He's passed it. Huge.
So no
his
fate.
Bard is still alive. He's got no fate and 1 wound remaining.
Damn.
That was absolutely outstanding. That one. Bard got the strike. I was really happy with that. All I had to do was roll higher and I'll be fine. And of course I didn't. But Alex managed to do not enough wounds to me. I'm stuck with 1 wound and I'm useful now because now he has to spend resources to try and get rid of Bard. I'm over the moon about that. Now that Bard can't be my leader, it's the master instead. I can throw Bard away, so there's not a lot of stress there. And he's going to act for at least another turn.
So I've done the unthinkable. I've somehow lost the strike off, won the fight, and then Suladan hasn't managed to convert the kill. I think I've probably re-rolled some dice. I could have probably mited up for the final wound, but that's how the game goes. Bard's going to sit there for another turn and hold me up.
And our next fight is Legolas fighting the Betrayer with several warriors.
Yep.
There is a 6 from Evil. How
Yep.
much might does Legolas have?
3.
2.
Legolas has... Oh, 2. Yeah, so
You
it's
got in
spin
combat earlier, yeah.
them both.
Yep, so that makes sense. Otherwise, Legolas was 100% dead in there. Now, Jeremy, what are you going to strike at?
Yeah, I hadn't thought that far ahead. So 6 is to wound the Betrayer. Yeah, the
Yes.
Betrayer's out of a lot of her stuff at the moment. So I may... Oh, there's a lot of models dead.
There is 17 Haradrim dead.
I'm
You
just
need
going to...
20 to break me.
I'll go at the Haradrim. Got 1.
Gets
So
1
take
kill.
that one.
And that goes into priority for next turn. A big roll off once again. Let's see who it goes to.
Ooh.
Goes to the Herodrum this time.
Yep.
Now I'm guessing I'm going to see some heroics here.
You definitely are. So Braga called a heroic move and got it for free.
Yes, because he's within 6 inches of the master. And is there anything else?
No, we're going to leave the rest of them. The Evil's unfortunately going to move first, but that's okay.
And Alfred did go before priority was rolled, and he gave Bard another.
Bard has a point of might. He's prone, which could be to my benefit because there's no control zone there, so that might help me with my very loose shield wall there. But I'm just hoping that Bard can tank Sildan for another turn. So Braga goes first. Braga is going to, as much as I need that objective, but he's not the person to get it. He's going to head over here and going to do a slight bottleneck there. He's going to call with me. Tariel is just going to head into these two. Tariel's got all the might in the world, so they can just die. That will go there. And
Bard's prone. I don't think it's worth me going in and trying to strike up against each other again. Hopefully we can pop the wound on him. Sul'dan's now a bit safer. He has a bit of choice next turn about where he goes.
So it's not much over here. I've moved a couple guys. I've made sure that I've defended a couple doorways of that building to hold that objective. And then I've got the spearmen to go and help out with Bard's combat and hope that a heroic combat will save him there.
At this stage in the game, Alex is still ahead on VPs because he controls 3 of the 4 objectives. He's got his back one covered, and he's got both of the side ones. Jeremy is covering his back one, and it's looking like he's going to break Alex, but if the game ended right now, Alex would have a decisive victory. And here we are at the start of the combat phase. Are there any heroics to declare?
Heroic defense of Braga. It is not free.
Which means he is out of might, is that correct, Jeremy?
Yeah, that is correct. So that's possibly a misplay. I've got a free heroic combat with Bard. Hopefully I can stand up if the spearman gets the kill. And I've got a heroic combat with Tariel, who's touching base with 2 models, and there's a spear support that may go and help out there.
At the start of the combat phase as well, Alex, you are 1 model off breaking, while Jeremy is still 8 off breaking.
Yep.
So it's coming into the late game now. Let's get into these fights. Bard failed his heroic combat, didn't get the kill, which is a big deal, because getting that kill could have put Bard at threatening the Betrayer and Sul'dan next turn, but didn't go off. Tariel won her fight and successfully killed both of her opponents, so just charged into another Herodrum warrior, trying to kill as many of Alex's guys as quickly as possible. Legolas lost his fight. He was bashed and then took a wound. This was a bloody turn on both sides. Alex was taking a lot of casualties, but he's actually not too concerned about how many guys he loses. Now that he's broken anyway, losing a couple more doesn't make the biggest difference to the outcome of this game. It's just where he has them positioned. Tariel's on fire, getting another kill, and Braga did well, getting 2 kills. Sul'dan finished off the turn by getting a kill for Alex, bringing Jeremy to 5 models away from broken. And that goes to priority. Oh, wow, 2 ones, but it goes to Lake Town. Now, Alex, how far off quarter are you?
I am 4 off quarter.
4 off quarter, all right. Alex, are you going to be calling any heroics in here?
Yeah, I don't want to call on Sul'dan just so he has the ability to strike or combat and hopefully get the break on Jeremy. So the Taskmaster's calling. Unfortunately, you know what happened. I rolled a 1. I'm spending the might.
So this whole series has been an advertisement for Taskmasters, but not this game. He's had a bad game.
Neither last game either. That first game was all the 4+ you could dream of.
Those dice suck. Where'd you get them from?
Oh, this really weird company called Baron of Dice. Man.
Jeremy hasn't counted, so it goes straight into the Taskmaster's move. You are broken.
Yeah, Courage 4 on the Taskmaster with a will point. I would have loved to keep the might just to help me pass this. I do pass on an 8.
So where is he going to end up?
That's a fantastic question.
So the Taskmaster, you've decided, is going into this guy. You missed the whip, so he's still alive.
But I just need to get a break.
You need to get the break, which is 5 kills, is that correct?
I need 5 kills, I believe, yeah.
Yes.
All right. And Sul'dan just charging in, I'm guessing?
Sul'dan needs to get the break, and I need to hold on to the objectives I have.
Yep. So Hero of Legend, he'll auto pass that.
Yep. Nay.
Into both?
Yep.
The Betrayer is moving now. What is his plan?
He has 3 will left, so he's going to get close enough to transfix Braga and hopefully keep him off my objective. I need a 4.
Yep, so Braga is the only model of Jeremy's that can contest that objective back there.
Yep.
All right, you got 2 dice because you can't pop yourself the Will of Evil. Let's see what you get. So the betrayer has failed. All right, he's alive. With
So
one
finish your
will.
betrayer's move,
And
then I'll
he
do my
will
move.
just move back onto the objective and hold that. No
Sure.
one can get onto me and deal with that.
So this is the board state at the end of Jeremy's move. He's got one within 3 of Alex's back objective, and they're just scattered around the table. Alex, you have a very important cards roll.
Yep,
This Serpent Rider.
I need him to stick around, and best case scenario, I'll also have to charge and kill Braga. I'll move him off the objective. I need a 7. Gets it on a 9.
He's good. Now, if you can charge into Braga,
Yeah, so Braga's right on the edge. So if I charge him like this, he'll have to back away from the objective.
and that takes us into the shooting phase. Alex, looks like you have one very important shot here.
One shot, I'm going to be trying to thread the needle through the door and go for the guy on my objective, and that is the only shot I have.
Absolutely. This is a big shot. Let's see it.
4.
Hits. Needs a 5. Got the kill. That was a massive assassination shot. It's hard to express how big of a deal that was. If Jeremy has a model on that back objective and this is the final turn, he will win. If Jeremy doesn't get a model back there and Alex can hold the side 2, then this will be a surprise win to Alex. And that's going to go into the combat phase. Any heroics?
Yeah, Bard will call a heroic combat for free.
Yep, that makes sense.
Even though I'm absolutely risking Soladan, I need to make sure I kill the 4 models to break Jeremy and make sure I don't lose on that. I'm going to call a combat with Soladan.
Nice. Anything else, Jeremy?
Tara will call a heroic combat, so she's down to
Absolutely.
1.
A devastating shot there, so now she needs to go get that objective. Sue's combat goes first.
Evils?
Goes evil, so that is Soladan first.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you just get the 6?
Yep, you got 6.
Alright, that's Soladan's fighting 2. Can he kill them both?
First guy, no rerolls.
Refuse to back away.
Does kill. Second guy doesn't kill. Third dice kills.
Yeah, got him. Soladan just charging into one more, doing everything he can to get that break. But that goes into your heroic combats, Jeremy.
Yep.
Where do you want to start?
Oh, I've only got... Oh, let's start over here.
Alright.
Gets
Got
him.
it. This one to go onto here.
Yeah, actually true. The longer it goes, the better chance.
And I'm going to take a courage test to charge the betrayer and friends.
Yep.
Yep.
Gets it.
So ducks around and then wraps into both of them.
Wow, that was a surprise move. I was expecting Jeremy to go after the Soladan kill. He must have a plan here. We have a very important fight from Tariel next, fighting just one warrior. But this is a really important one because it could get the back objective. Wow,
gets it.
the warrior got the 6, but Tariel also got the 6. And got the kill.
Yep.
Big relief there, Jeremy, I
That's a
assume.
massive relief because someone has to get that objective.
So the next fight is Braga fighting this Serpent Guard. This is a big one because if Braga gets the kill, then that's going to be a 2-point swing, or a 4-point swing. Alex will lose 2 and Jeremy will gain 2. But if the Serpent Guard can just win, he'll push Braga off the objective.
4.
Oh!
Braga has been insane. He's been
So
very
Braga survives. We'll go with the rider.
4s.
Braga does all of
Attempt
it.
to kill.
Oh,
Big
Braga.
swing in favor
That
of
might be
Jeremy
the
there.
swing for the game.
Maybe.
At this stage, it's looking grim, but Alex is throwing everything he can into breaking Jeremy. Unfortunately, these 3 won their fights, but didn't kill. The next fight is Suladan going up against a single Lake Town guard.
Ooh, 5's a good one.
5 6 as well. He's been good.
Alright. Get that kill with
Thrown,
Suladan.
knocked over.
No,
Reroll ones. Kills him.
Yeah, got him.
I said reroll ones, yep.
At this stage in the game, if Alex takes one more casualty, he's cornered. If Jeremy takes one more, he is broken. Let's go into Legolas next.
5.
Stands up.
Oh.
Stands up, can't do a wound.
No, but it's standing up. That's a good thing.
And now the last fight of the turn, it's Bard fighting a betrayer and a friend.
So I've still got 1 point of might.
Yep,
Yes.
Betrayer's on red, not that it matters.
Wow, so Bard is no fate, 1 wound, correct?
Yep. Red rerolls everything, purple rerolls ones.
Here we
Needing
go.
5s.
Red rerolls everything, Bane of Kings. 6. Bard has been slain, that's huge. And Alex, what happens to the betrayer?
I'm out of will, he pops.
So the betrayer is also dead. That is a wild finish. Jeremy is now broken and Alex is courted from that fight. Let's tally up our scores and see who's won. At the end of the game, both armies are broken, which means 1 point each. This side objective goes to Alex, but it's only worth 1 point because he has more models than Jeremy. Jeremy's back objective is safe, but that's just 1 point to Jeremy, so currently 2-all. Neither leader was wounded, so there's no points there. And then Jeremy captures this back objective, which is 2 points to him. And finally, Tariel captures the back objective as well, which is another 4. So the final score is 8-2 in favor of Lake Town. Thank you for watching Conquest Champions Season 3. These series are a labor of love. They've been a ton of fun to put together, and I'm glad that you guys have been enjoying them. We are 100% getting started on Season 4. If you have any suggestions on how to improve these battle reports for the next season, please let me know in the comments.
And unfortunately, that's it. I've lost. Hopefully I'm invited back for Season 4. It'll be a different army, I promise. And hopefully we can go for the goal that I couldn't attain this time.
You've won Conquest Champion Season 3. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. That game was nervous right to the end. Tariel having her running mate shot out was a real worry. I probably should have put that one behind a wall. Didn't see the shot coming. It's a good shot. Braga has been my MVP. Braga and Tariel probably, but Braga has definitely performed above expectations the whole time. So next time I think I'll take 2 of him. Absolutely. I'm going to come back for Season 4, and I'm going to have to come up with something even more outrageous to play with, something that people haven't seen before.
My name's Jacob. This has been Conquest Champions Season 3, and thank you for watching.